Hey everyone, Fatty from Pack Up Punch Traders here. Gonna make a quick review of the morning and a couple of my trades. First, just want to apologize. I know I said I was gonna make a video lesson last night, but just ran out of time. I was busy with other stuff and wasn't able to. But we'll jump into it today as we're gonna be talking about the same plays like SBFM. This thing took off late day as right out of the watch list, looking for that previous high at daybreak. Confirmed it all day, held all day. Shorts failed to take it lower. You got some a bearish angle here, double top with a bearish flag. Um, Completely fails and then just tears up higher, all the way to the mid 12s. And then it comes out with an offering today. Everyone had high hopes for this play and this was kind of carrying the momentum for the day, for plays. And once this thing died off, everything kind of seemed to die off. Nothing else kind of moved. It killed the momentum for the day for sure. Um, but they had an offering at $2.22, and that's a fat discount to what it was doing in the 11s, 12s area. So it just ended up failing. Theoretically, um, the company thinks that the value is $2.22 a share, and that it's overvalued at this price up here. Um, but yeah, I would say play of the day, MDVL. Totally missed it. And was a little bit of a fake out from my plan. But this morning, looking at it, took too long to realize it, but it was an open price play. Failed to break down. It had the breakout level. Let me go back here. Had this break over the 180-ish area that it confirmed and right around the open price. And I just totally failed to recognize that quick enough. It had insane volume, considering the float. But here we are, still holding up. And I think this could make another move higher. If this continues to fail, doing the volume is doing, just rotating the float many times over, I think if this keeps holding right around the 240s here, keeps holding VWAP, we'll start getting more volume and a grinder high, or a grind higher to break the high and head off to 3. But my trades today, rather disappointing. Couple scratches on BFRI. Was looking decent at first as a open price play, low float, doing some good volume. Had a solid day yesterday. We're breaking over this high fours area, but just could not do it. Didn't have enough buying to really sustain this and squeeze shorts. We got a little we got to the mid fives, but couldn't do much more than that. Got all choppy. You could see the volume completely faded, and at first I was kind of recognizing this as a consolidation. Just let it hold the trend, see what it's doing, and then you get a decent bounce. But once you notice that the volume here on the bounce is not as strong as it was and it can't sustain itself and it's not coming back to new highs, this thing is showing lower highs and some topping action now. So gotta adapt and recognize that quick. So my trade here, average 502 with 400 shares. Went through all this, and as it was cracking here, I just kind of gave up and then got out at 510 for just 8 cents, just 32 bucks there, not a whole ton. And then saw that it failed to break down. Felt like I got out too early and didn't really let it test my risk and see how it would react. Then we got a little burst higher on not much volume, but when I looked at it on my phone, it did look like it was some decent volume, so that was kind of my bad. But got in 511, 300 shares. Then we got to push higher, but couldn't do anything. And then I was getting out as we got this red candle here, out at 520 once it was coming back. I did not like it. Took 9 cents there. So 27. What was the first one? 32. Fantastic. 59 bucks. So yeah, not a spectacular day. Could have, should have, would have focused on MDVL a lot more. But you know, Totally missed that open price play. Didn't really want to chase it, and I wanted it to develop here. Then we got the failure, and I totally missed this break here. Just quick burst. Could have got in the 240s here, but you're getting a quick, tiny little squeeze. Couldn't really do much. And you see volume exhausted itself and then couldn't sustain and just totally retreated. And we got the fade from there. So volume definitely very key, as we always go over. This is one that I was looking at earlier, but gave up on it. We got the breakout, huge flow, doing good volume, but just not enough to sustain this to keep going higher. It definitely needs to do a lot more if it's gonna break over this area convincingly. So yeah, we ended up getting lighter volume than needed and more selling than wanted. So and this thing ended up failing here. Devastating. IMTE here right out of the watch list. I had high hopes for this play for a potential bounce. But we're just heading lower, and that's okay. Maybe it's Monday that it starts bottoming out. Maybe later today we get bottoming action. But until this thing stops doing morning panics and fades the whole day, and we start getting maybe a morning spike or just a perk higher, and it's holding up and making higher lows instead of doing this action, just heading lower, making lower lows and lower highs, we might get a move. I don't know how much. Usually this is a 30% move kind of play that I look for. But with the range like this, anything could really happen. But like usual, I'm going to stick to my plan. Take my quick 15-20% on this pattern as it takes off from short covering. But yeah, so that is it. NDRA, this one was kind of exhausting today. I had my eye on this a bunch when I really didn't need to. Could have just ignored it. Not my price range. But I was really looking at this as an open price play. So that was my fault. Just should have ignored it. Because I just remember last week with SXTC, 2 weeks ago, whenever that was, I regretted missing that. So I wanted to keep an eye on this to see if it could make an open price play, perform that. But as we can see, just lower highs. And here it just had a hard time really breaking down 57, 56. And I was going to keep my eye on it until this area convincingly broke down. And then we got that, so I ignored it. But here we got the stuff at 62 open price. And if this area where it had some volume, if it could have acted differently, got more buying and started pushing higher, this could have been a different story. But here we are, just going red on the day now probably. So we'll see how that works out. LGVN, another one I was kind of keeping on watch for potential bounce play. Just weakness, just continues lower. Fake out over the 1040 area. Just a quick angle here to test 11, but nothing more than that 5% spike. So pretty weak. Starting to really give up on this play. But when that happens, they usually start spiking. So gonna keep this on watch. Disappointing for now. And we'll get the answer soon if it's gonna end up bouncing or if it just panics and I'm just gonna be done with it. So yeah, I think that's SST. Forgot to go over this. This one did end up giving a nice gap and spike today. Main watch yesterday, played it a little bit, not great, but failed to break down, and here we are just gapping up nicely. Gave a solid push from the 29 area when it failed to break down at first. Just some shorts covering, and ended up getting stuffed right underneath the breakout level at 37 here. So yeah, decent day overall. It kind of sucks that the energy died with SBFM. Everyone I feel was really excited for today to finish the week strong, have some action. But that offering just killed it. There's nothing more to really say about that. Just a frustrating way to end the week so far. But still very early. Anything could happen. I'm watching LYRA for potential high at daybreak. fits the criteria nicely. Doesn't have resistance really till the low sevens, 7-8 area. That's where there's some resistance there. But low float on a Friday, low market cap. Failing to break down. Let's see if we can get higher lows and work our way back to the high of day at 610. And I'll be looking for that break once it confirms. And a test of the 7 area. I'll just take my quick snipe. And then there is, what was the other one? MDVL. Here we got the pattern from this morning. Now, now setting up as a VWAP play high at daybreak. If it could continue higher or hold up and volume could come back, as we can see where we have strong volume over 200 million volume shares traded in 2 days. That's rather impressive if this continues to keep failing to break down, because right now this is looking pretty bearish. If we do get the hold of the low twos here, I think shorts will get out, and that will lead, I don't want to say a SBFM style spike, but I will be expecting a solid Friday move from this if this continues to hold up. But yeah, so getting a little long here. We'll just wrap it up. Hope everyone had a great morning. Got some lessons. Check out our Twitter at Pack a Punch Traders. I put the watch list out there nightly as well in the morning, updated version, and tweet out any move. Oh, what happened here? Yeah, tweet out alerts and whatnot intraday. And then there's tradecaster.com. We're on there live every day. Traded BFRI live. Got to see my thought process and how I approached it, as well as check out the rest of our YouTube. We got plenty of material on this channel, going over many different things: volume, price action, scanners, setting up software and whatnot, how to make a watch list. And it's still growing. The library is still small, but we're still growing it. So check that out. Please give this a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Hopefully we have some good moves later on to talk about.